Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the lives and legacies of iconic musicians. In today's video, we will explore the heartfelt and poignant last words of the legendary Irish singer, Sinead O'Connor. Known for her powerful and emotive vocals, O'Connor captured the hearts of millions with her vocal range and thought-provoking lyrics. Now, let's delve into the final expressions of this extraordinary artist. Before we get to her last words, let's provide some context about Sinead O'Connor's life. Sinead O'Connor, the Irish vocalist known for her extraordinary and delightful voice, political convictions, and the individual tumult that overwhelmed her later years, has kicked the bucket. She was 56 years of age. O'Connor's recording of Nothing Looks At To You was one of the greatest hits of the mid-1990s. Her demise was declared by her loved ones. The reason and date of her demise was not unveiled. The assertion said, "It is with extraordinary misery that we declare the death of our cherished Sinead. Her loved ones are crushed and have mentioned protection at this extremely challenging time." Elective radio, in the last part of the 1980s, rang with the voices of female artists who overcame business presumption of what ladies ought to resemble and how they ought to sound. In any case, even in a group that included Tracy Chapman, Laurie Anderson, and Indigo Young Ladies, O'Connor stuck out. The cover to her most memorable collection, delivered in 1987, was so striking, not on account of her wonderful face. It was her head, uncovered as an eaglet, and her wrists locked protectively across her heart. The collection's title, The Lion and the Cobra, alludes to a stanza from Song 91 about devotees and the power and versatility of their confidence. What's more, all through her initial life, Sinead O'Connor was tough. "I experienced childhood in a seriously harmful circumstance, my mom being the culprit," O'Connor told NPR in 2014. Such a great deal youngster misuse is tied in with being voiceless, and it's superbly mending things to simply utter sounds. O'Connor began uttering sounds in a permanent place to stay for adolescent reprobates, after youth spent getting thrown out of Catholic schools and busted over and over for shoplifting. Yet, a religious recluse gave her a guitar and she started to sing in the city of Dublin, and afterwards with a famous Irish band brought in Tuanwa. O'Connor came to the consideration of U2's guitarist The Edge, and she got herself endorsed to the Ensign/Chrysalis mark. Her second studio collection, I Don't Need What I Haven't Got, went twofold platinum in 1990, mostly due to hit love tune composed by Sovereign, Nothing Thinks About To You. I Don't Need What I Haven't Got was a refining of O'Connor's devoted feeling of music and her fearness of her friendly treachery. She dismissed its 4 Grammy selections as being excessively business and, as would be natural for her, for annihilating humanity. She was prohibited from another Jersey field where she wouldn't sing the Star Radiant Pennant for its verses lauding bombs rushing in air. Rock pundit Bill Wyman says, O'Connor had a place with a pleased Irish custom of opposing the laid-out request. You know, she's dependably on the people in question and the defenseless and the frail, he notices. In 1992, at the level of her notoriety, Sinead O'Connor showed up on her Saturday Night Live. In her exhibition, she raised her voice against bigotry and youngster misuse. There was dead quietness when she finished the tune, and rendition of Bounce Marley's Rattle by tearing up an image than Pope John Paul II. What continued in the media was an aggregate yell of shock. It overwhelmed a judicious dissent against the maltreatment in the Catholic Church. Years after the fact, in 2010, O'Connor told NPR she'd known precisely exact thing to anticipate. "It was terrific, frankly," she said. "Well, I realized how individuals would respond. I realized there would be inconvenience. I was very ready to acknowledge that. As far as I might be concerned, it was more critical than I perceived that I will call the essence of God." Awesome Music's Joanne of Circular Segments, as she was called, turned out to be progressively predictable in her convictions. O'Connor was a women activist, then she wasn't. She upheld the Irish Conservative Armed Force until she didn't. She got appointed as a Catholic clerk by a rebel group. She changed over completely to Islam. She went from abstinence to oversharing about her preferences for sex. She changed her name a few times, calling herself Huhada Sadaqat after her transformation. However, she kept on delivering music under her original name. Furthermore, her music went capriciously from new age to drama to reggae. Despite the fact that O'Connor never delivered another striking hit, tabloids continued to cover her. Her 4 relationships, 4 separations, and 4 youngsters, her fight with superstars, going over the course of the years from plain Sinatra to Miley Cyrus. I think individuals lost regard for her validity, says Bill Wyman. Also, her later records I think individuals lost regard to her validity, says Bill Wyman. Also, her later records simply aren't as much tomfoolery. They're inadequately created and they're odd. They're only not as pleasant. In later years, O'Connor took to Facebook and Twitter to expound on her battle with psychological sickness. She raised self-destruction, and she endeavored it at least a few times. Assuming that you grew up during the 1980s, one melody you heard again and again from Sinead O'Connor's most memorable collection was Never Goes Downhill. If by some stroke of good luck, some way or another, she might have gone downhill as capably as her most grounded tunes. After her passing, the head of the state of Ireland, Leo Varadkar, gave an insertion via online entertainment saying, "Truly sorry to learn of the death of Sinead O'Connor. Her music was adored all over the planet, and her ability was unrivaled and outstanding. Sympathies to her family, her companions, and all who adored her music. May her spirit rest at the right hand of God." Despite the pain she endured, Sinead O'Connor's last words were filled with hope and resilience. She encouraged her fans to empathize with those facing mental health issues, reminding everyone of the importance of compassion and understanding. O'Connor urged us to view mental illness not as an isolated battle, but as a shared responsibility in creating a more empathetic society. Alongside her soaring success, Sinead O'Connor was equally known for her unapologetic stance on various societal and political matters. Her outspoken nature, coupled with her magnetic musical talent, often led to controversial headlines and deeply polarizing public image. Sinead O'Connor's legacy extends far beyond her unforgettable music. Her ability to authentically express her emotions through song and brave discussions about mental health paved the way for others. Her last words serve as a powerful reminder of the impact an artist can have on social consciousness, leaving an indelible mark on the history of music and activism. As we conclude our journey into the last words of Sinead O'Connor, "It's a far, far better thing than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest than I go to have I ever known." Her fearless spirit, unflinching honesty, and unwavering commitment to social justice have left an indelible mark on the world. Though parted from this realm, Sinead's power message lingers on, shining a light on the importance of speaking one's truth, challenging systems of oppression, and providing empathy to those in pain. We bid farewell to this extraordinary artist, forever grateful for her words, music, and the profound impact she had on all of us. Thank you for joining us on this emotional and enlightening exploration of Sinead O'Connor's last words. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more riveting content like this. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and embrace the power of music.